Well, today I'd like to talk about dreams, and in particular, dreaming big. One of my mentors um, is a man by the name of Lewis Howes, and I took his course on the School of Greatness, and I also read the book. And it was one book that really had an influence on my life, and I think this was going back about 5 years ago. And anyway, he taught me how to dream big. And there was two principles from the book that I think I'd just like to talk about. Um, and the first one, before you dream big, you have to know what you really want. And well, I think that most of us kind of assume we know what we want, but do we really know what we really want? Because our belief systems have been so influenced from the time we were born by our society, by our parents, by our schools, by religion, by media, by everything around us. And and we're so busy a lot of the times that we never well, I know I never really stopped to ask the question, what do I really want? In my heart of hearts, what do I really want? So anyway, I just want to read something from another book that is another great book. It's called The Four Agreements, but it kind of addresses what I'm talking about. So I just want to read some excerpts from that book. The adults around us hooked our attention and put information into our minds through repetition. That is the way we learned everything we know. By using our attention, we learned a whole reality, a whole dream. We learned how to behave in society, what to believe and what not to believe, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, what is good and what is bad, what is beautiful and what is ugly, what is right and what is wrong. It was all there already, all that knowledge, all these rules and concepts about how to behave in the world. We never had an opportunity to choose what to believe or what not to believe. We never chose even the smallest of these agreements. We didn't even choose our own name. As soon as we agree, we believe it, and this is called faith. To have faith is to believe unconditionally. The result is surrender to the beliefs with our agreement, creating our whole belief system. The fear of being rejected becomes the fear of not being good enough. Eventually, we become someone that we are not. We become a copy of mama's beliefs, daddy's beliefs, society's beliefs, and religion's beliefs. 95% of the beliefs we have stored in our minds are nothing but lies. And we suffer because we believe all those lies. Death is not the biggest fear we have. Our biggest fear is taking the risk to be alive, the risk to be alive and express what we really are. Just being ourselves is the biggest fear of humans. We have learned to live our lives trying to satisfy other people's demands. We have learned to live by other people's points of view because of the fear of not being accepted and not being good enough for someone else. And that is so true. But anyway, if you can be free to sit down and spend some time and just ask the question, what do I, me, what do I really, really want? And I was able to do that. It didn't take me like weeks or months. I mean, it was kind of like, I know me. And when I was free to, just think about what I really want, I came up with three things that I really realized I really want. And that's beautiful to be able to do that. And so the second thing, the next step, and that's to dream and to dream big, you know, because if you don't dream, nothing's going to happen. I mean, if you can't imagine it, no, it's not going to happen. So anyway, Lewis Howes has a beautiful way of describing how to dream big. And he says, if you don't have a big enough dream that when you tell your friends they laugh at you, then go back to bed And don't get up until you come up with a bigger dream and get some fucking passion back into your life. And that too is absolutely true. So anyway, I had three big, huge dreams that I kind of came up with, and one of those dreams, this is going back now, when I told some people that I knew, one person just rolled their eyes and good luck with that, you know, and another person said, "You will never get that," you know. So I kind of think I qualified for, having a big dream, because that's the way it should be. To dream big, to dream huge dreams. Uh, so anyway, um, and just I'd like to describe maybe one of those dreams I had at that time, and it just started as simply I realized that in my life, one of the most satisfying things I think I ever did was helping other people, and working with other people. And so I just, one of the big dreams I had was just helping the other guy. It was kind of that simple and that real, but I wanted to help other people in as big a way as I possibly can. I wasn't just thinking of helping an old lady across the street. I mean, I'm thinking big. I, you know, want to help as many people as I can, as in a big a way as I can. And, these last 5 years, I've been on an incredible journey. I mean, I've facilitated thousands of meetings, and I've sponsored dozens and dozens of people. And, over a year ago, a year and a half ago, I was hired by a major hospital to be a peer support worker. And that, I didn't go after that. That came to me. It just seemed the doors kept opening and opening and opening and opening. And those doors are still opening, like all the time. And this has just been an incredible journey. I'm just loving every minute of it. But it's not a dead end dream. I mean, this is going to go on for forever. you know and it's going to grow and get bigger all the time, and where it's going to end up, I have no idea. But the point is, it's an affair de coeur. It's a matter of the heart. It's a dream that's growing and that I'm passionate about. So anyway, but at the same time, I'm not just going to blow my horn and talk about, dreaming big. So one of the other dreams I had, a huge, huge dream. But anyway, it was just about a week ago, and that dream was shattered. It just was shattered. But um, I wasn't. It was, to me, it was just like a blip, you know, because years ago, I think if I had a big dream and I saw that dream coming to, and it just ended, I probably would have been shattered myself. I would have been really disappointed. I would have been depressed, you know, and I would have called people and said, "Oh, this is so horrible," but it was just like a blip. Like, oh, okay, is that all there is when your dream is shattered? Because there's a bigger dream, a better dream. It has nothing to do with my dream. My dream, my passion will go on. And there's a bigger dream. It was like, uh, Hasta la victoria siempre. Onwards to victory always. And that's kind of like one of my mottos. And that's exactly what it is. The dream goes on. And and the dream is really an affaire de coeur. It's something that you have in your heart when your heart's on fire and you're moving every moment. You're living your life, to become in a place where you're ready to uh, take part of that dream. You're becoming as good as you can. So it's the journey. It's not the end. It's the journey that is the beautiful thing. And so when your heart's on fire and you have these huge, huge dreams and you're living every moment, trying to become the best person you can, getting ready for those dreams to become reality, you have made it. I mean, you're there. Who was it? Alexander the Great, apparently, after he had conquered the entire world, apparently he wept because there was no more lands to conquer. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. Dreams go on and they grow and they get better. So anyway, That's uh, that's a beautiful thing to be, when dreams are shattered like that, that you're not affected. You just kind of, pick yourself up, dust your pants off, and it's onwards to greatness. You know? So anyway, but there's kind of like one song that I kind of repeat to myself over and over and over because it kind of it's an old song, but it kind of has the spirit of what I feel like and what I believe. And the song is the words of the song are: to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to try when your arms are too weary, to run where the brave dare not go. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or doubt, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to that glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this. That one man, torn and covered with scars, still strives with his last ounce of courage to reach that unreachable star. That is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how, because it's all about the journey, you know. And it really is all about the journey. It's an affaire de coeur, a matter of the heart. And Steve Jobs said, the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. And another beautiful song, too, was Kermit the Frog with a Rainbow Connection. And that song was written by Paul Williams. And he didn't write it for kids, he wrote it for the child in all of us. And he said that if you can believe and you can get other people to believe, you can make it happen. Somebody thought about it, somebody thought about that, and look what it's done so far. If you can believe it, you can make it happen. Um, and Walt Disney, he said, if you can imagine it, you can make it happen. So there's something just so beautiful about dreaming. And it's just such a big part of my life now. So anyway, I just thought that I would take a moment and share that with you. So we'll see you next time.